Welcome back, everyone. Well, anybody who follows this program knows that we're constantly seeking out organizations that help our veterans. And boy, did we come across a conference that's happening next Monday and Tuesday that we want to let you know about. And joining me today is Mario Cometti, who is an attorney who's involved with this conference that's coming up Monday and Tuesday. Very nice to have you here, Mario. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You're quite welcome. You've been an attorney, you were telling me, for like 25 years. Your specialty has been Veterans Affairs, all kinds of things that affect veterans, correct?
My firm's specialty is,
yes.
My firm is owned by two veterans, and we represent veterans in the full array of their services and needs.
Tell us what some of those are.
Well, for example, a lot of people aren't aware that there are federal laws that protect veterans in terms of their employment and benefits when they're deployed, because when they leave, they leave their job behind. So one of the federal statutes protects them when they return to make sure that they don't lose anything as a consequence of their service. That's just one example.
Right, got it. And I would imagine that goes all the way through some of the more emotional or personal issues, like any of PTSD, right?
Right, exactly.
Right, and so the firm specializes in helping veterans in a number of different areas, correct?
That's correct, throughout the country.
Gotcha. Now, about a year ago, believe it or not, boy, has this thing taken off. About a year ago, you and members of your firm came up with the concept to form a collaborative organization or alliance to put together all the different organizations in our community that aid veterans, and why?
Well, we just thought it was a good idea. I mean, I think everyone is generally aware that there's a need to assist veterans in their transition from the service to everyday life. And so what I did is I approached a couple of organizations, a couple of professionals, and they were all very excited about the idea of organizing themselves. And one by one, by adding on to these organizations, it snowballed into something that got huge, and hence VETCON.
Now, VETCON, by the way, interesting acronym, Veterans in Economic Transition. Think about that for a second. And just to let you know how this thing has blossomed, in less than a year, over 30 organizations are participating.
And growing every hour.
Be careful what you wish for here, Mario. This is really taking off. So coming up, I mentioned to you that coming up this Monday, the 24th and the 25th, there's a conference. Tell us about this conference.
Well, it's 2 days.
Yes.
On the first day and a half, what we're doing is we're focusing on assisting veterans and veteran-owned businesses by giving them support, doing presentations and sessions to help them get an idea of what the resources they may have that are available out there. And on the second day, we're really excited. At 1:45 it starts. We're having a job fair which is open to all veterans, and some really terrific businesses are going to be there literally to hire veterans. It's the array of businesses and organizations involved is really impressive.
Well, I bet it is. You know what? Just a sidebar here. A number of people will tell you this. When you hire a veteran, and I know this is going to sound biased, but you're hiring a person that has an incredible sense of responsibility at a very early age. I don't know how to say that better. Do you know what I'm after here?
Yes, and studies bear that out, actually, that veterans make better employees. But we're doing more. We're empowering people who support and are the foundation of our country and our freedoms.
Yes.
And so that benefits really everyone. So by supporting veterans and veteran-owned businesses, we're helping the business community throughout the state, and we're helping these people and making them proud of the fact, not that they need to have that additional push, but making sure they understand that we appreciate all the sacrifices that they have made by being in the service or continuing in the service.
Yes, got you. Now, we focus just a bit there on the fact that it's a job fair. I think it's very important. If you're a veteran out there, go to a job fair dedicated to you, because, you know, these people are already there to try to give you that kind of information. But also, you might have housing issues.
Right.
You might have psychological issues. You might have any financial issues. There may be a number of issues. Are all those, the organizations that are participating, are they able to address these concerns?
Absolutely. For example, the Red Cross, people don't know that they have a division. There's Berkshire Bank, which actually specializes in veterans, small businesses. Living Resources, which is a very highly regarded organization, not-for-profit in Albany, which provides assistance for people with post-traumatic stress disorder, housing. There's just the full array of every aspect of society in terms of organization and businesses that are gathering together. It's really unprecedented. I've never seen a conference like that. It's not like one. My firm, Tully Renke, isn't the only, we're not sponsoring it. It's like a whole group of organizations are coming together to help. I've never seen something like that before. And it was actually kind of easy. All I had to do was ask. And everyone said yes, which is kind of surprised me. And that's why it snowballed into what it did.
Well, you know what? I'm sure many of you would agree with me. Well, one of our most precious assets are our veterans in terms of sacrifice. But more importantly, in welcoming them back in the community, it's not an easy transition. We talk to a lot of organizations. You know, the veterans need recognition and help in a number of different areas. And I'm not surprised that a lot of organizations jumped in on this. But you know what? A reminder, it's at the Desmond, by the way. Quick shot down the Northway, exit 4, I think is where the Desmond is, right?
Yes.
Exit 4, big complex there on the west side of the Northway as you're heading down.
Right by the airport.
Yeah, right by the airport. October 24, 25, Monday and Tuesday. Is there a web address, Mario?
VETCON NY.
Okay, VETCON NY. Get a list of the organizations, get a list of the times, and you'll be better informed as you head down there. Mario, thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for spearheading this.
It's my pleasure, and I look forward to it, and we're really excited. And it's just not going to be October 24th and 25th. We're starting a infrastructure to continue on to help veterans.
Good, thanks. Thanks for coming in, Mario.
Thank you.
To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.